Hey everyone, welcome back to I Totally Love It. It's Susan here. In this video, I'm going to do a flip through of my journal for Junk Journal January 2023 and see all the things that were done. And I did go back and do some of the journaling that I had missed or had told myself to go back and do. So we'll look at everything and what we got going on here. So I had a video where I showed how I made this. It's one signature. It had 8 pages. The paper I used or the digital prints that I used for my pages came from my Porch Prints and Janie B journals from Etsy. This was just scrapbook paper, but that thicker like cardstock kind. That I'm pretty sure I picked up at a Hobby Lobby. This was something I ordered a long time ago, a couple years ago, and they were card toppers. And when they came, they were big. I didn't realize what they were. Anyways, worked perfect on the front. And then I just realized the other day that that says Assembly Department Reject. Sweet. Okay. So I started out with putting the prompt page in the front. I probably should have printed it a little smaller, but it's all right. Lesson learned. And I used just a big pastel highlighter as I finished each day and just shaded in the box. I noticed people were putting check marks, but I thought I got a little white box, I'll color it in. So let's go through all the prompts. So day one was resolutions. So I call them goals. Uh, um, did personal goal, professional goal, a spiritual goal, a family goal, and a YouTube, Instagram goal. I feel like resolutions are things I need to maybe change that I'm doing wrong. Um, so I use goals because goals tell me uh, here's a mark of something that we need to try to achieve. Like it's more of an achievement than I'm doing something wrong. All right. Then the next one was starry, and I had all that. This is like super thick cardstock from Pink and Maine, and I don't remember where that's from. So you'll see these quotes are from the Etsy shop as well. So this one I just journaled that I was enjoying my time crafting and creating videos. And will I reach 100 subscribers in 2023? You guys, it's almost the end of January, and I'm 10 away. Last I checked, 10 away from 200. So yay! I've already kind of surpassed that. Oh, I'm excited. Um, then the next one was stained. So I threw in some stained paper in here. But this was day 3, and on day 2, I had filmed this like a day ahead. But then on day 2, we lost our dog Lucy, so um, that was just dedicated to her. Then day 4 was decorated tag. So I just decorated this little tag, talks about music. You'll see music pop up through my journal. Uh, music has been a part of my life as far back as I can remember. And I just journaled that again somewhere. I forgot I had written about it, but that's how important it is to me. And this is just a what was it called? It was Creative Memories, and you got a pack of them. There was journal cards, but then there were some of these that were just blank. So maybe it's just considered a journal card. So I just put that in there to give it a little background to help the tag pop. Then day 5, let's see, where we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the thing was routine, and boy, oh boy, I really thought hard. And I'm a math teacher, so when I was at school, I thought, oh, what about like a spinner because it has choices. So clean. Let's go to something I really do. TV. I don't eat so much anymore. Sleep, I wish I could get more. Ugh, I work a lot. journal. Let's put it there because that's my favorite thing to do. Um, then day where we at? Day 6, it was stitched. Um, gosh, so this was the first time I took my sewing machine out and stitched a little on my belly band there. And then I have this thing that was already made. I just stuck it to this same type of creative memories journal paper. Like here's a whole stash of them. So and yeah, I just responded to the quote on that one. Uh, this one, I made a little mini journal. What was the thing? Oh, shimmer. So this is a Tim Holtz paper where you're supposed to emboss it and then sand it, and then the craft paper comes through. But all I had was a nail file, and it didn't really sand very far. It just came out kind of white. So, um, anyways, I'm currently using this though in another challenge. It's Color Combo 2023, and that's the first 4 weeks. So I don't know if it'll fit back in there when I'm done, but I'm gonna take it out because the next prompt's getting ready to come out for February. All right, then we had Blossom. So that just meant flowers to me. So I got all these little flowers out. Day and just kind of collaged. Day 9 was hidden. Um, so it was a tag, but if you open it up, you had some pockets. And I actually went back today and I journaled on the back. This was directions for biscuits. So I wrote on the back about how much I love biscuits. Uh, now, our biscuits in the States are different from biscuits in the UK and probably in Australia. Um, are like breakfast biscuits. I guess they're like a fluffier scone. To me, scones are a little more dense. And we put butter and honey on them. And at breakfast, we put eggs and cheese and sausage and bacon. All right. And then this one, well, I used that little tag right there, admit one, like a movie ticket. So I talked about how I kind of miss going to the movie theater, but I do enjoy being able to sit at home. I can pause. I can go get a snack. I don't have to pay $15 for popcorn. All right, then we had intricate, and so yeah, is that right? Yeah, intricate. So that had this. It was a bag pocket, and I journaled on the back. That prompt came from Belinda over at Visualized NZ. It says, "What is something you need? How would it change your day if you had it?" Um, so that's a little bit of personal response there. And then these two little things, just about work, you know, and students and working with students and helping them. All right, and then day 11 was pockets. So this inspiration came from Margaret over at Seven Plaza. And so I did the little flip out there, but that's an envelope. And in the envelope, it's got a couple things. Those had prompts from Belinda Visualized NZ. If you had a pet unicorn, what would its name be? Percy Aloysius, of course. Write about something you find annoying. People who raise their children to hate others. Um, I mean, even if it's hating one thing, it makes it really hard to deal with on a daily basis if they're in your classroom. Um, Sometimes you just have to teach, and you just have to teach. This one was, how much water do you drink? Did you drink today? Well, I just responded, I don't drink enough water. I don't. I need to drink more. Um, but I teach, and if I drink water, then I gotta go to the bathroom, and that means someone needs to come give me a bathroom break. So this one was, what was this one? Oh, throwback. So I did a little like vintage travel by train thing. This one was hobbies. So those are all my hobbies. Um, from the day. So these are songs that were number one hits from the day I was born. So this one, if you recall, was kind of blank up here, and I was like, I need to come back and do something. So last night I was fussy cutting some. I believe those are Tracy Fox creative um, labels. And then I had this. I forgot who that's from, but fussy cut that rose out. I mean, I really fussy cut that rose out. I didn't leave the little white trim around it. But this one was barcode. And oh, some people really had some great interpretations of that. I just threw some barcodes up here on these little, I guess these were ATC. Yeah, ATC cards. Um, New Year's traditions, and in 10 years, I will be hopefully retired and be a great YouTuber. Um, these prompts came from, I believe both of them. I know this one did. Betty's Custom Designs on Etsy, but she's also on YouTube. But those are the 2022 ones. But I was just looking for more prompts. So I have a little box filled with prompts, and it keeps growing, which is fine. All right, then the next one was so that was barcode. So then we went to folded. All right, so this idea came from Margaret at Seven Plaza. And I actually pulled all these out of the one I made for um, a little YouTube like short video. So I went back and I journaled on all these. So junk journals, lessons 42 and 43. So I just wrote back here on the back of some YouTubers who are inspiring me. There's a lot I watch, and sometimes I don't necessarily remember their names quickly. So um, this one, I just love decorating different things. I named like tags and envelopes and stuff. Um, I love the support that I get from my husband and my friends. I haven't really had family tell me they're watching, so I don't know. Well, that's my husband's family, so my in-laws, my mother-in-law watches. And then this one was I love using pink. Apparently, I used a lot of pink, but this was kind of vintagey, and I love red. Red's my favorite color, but um, unless your whole thing is kind of darker tones, I don't know if that would fit necessarily. So, and then this washi tape and this paper is struggling. So I have this little decorated paper clip, so it holds it on there. Oh, I didn't flip it over. I'm sorry. I wrote on that. I love finding vintage ephemera, but I'm scared to cut what I buy. So I tend to order stuff. This one just says, I always forget to distress my stuff. That one just says Junk Journal January. And this one, which I didn't put anything on that. I guess I felt like it was good enough. I'm really enjoying junk journaling. It is a great stress reliever. Can't wait to have a craft room. So hopefully we'll get moving on that. My husband is out of town visiting his in-laws, and he'll be gone for a couple weeks. So when he gets back, hopefully we can get on that. All right. So that's that. Oh no, that doesn't go there. That goes. Come on, Susan, get it right. You could have made turn that into a pocket there and decorated it more, but anyways, this was a side belly band, a side tuck. I don't know what I call it, a side belly band. This one just did my top 5 movies. Home for the Holiday. Ugh, say it right. Home for the Holidays. Always, Still Magnolias, Love Actually, Sleepless in Seattle. Then we had Maps. No, we didn't. It was top 5. Oh, Maps. Yeah, Maps was next, but I went here because I was going to collage, and this was getting bulky. That's what I did. And I used the hexagon punch. So I loved how that came out. And then it was hand lettered. And before I did junk journaling a few years ago, if you look on my Instagram, I was into like doodle challenges and hand lettering. So I actually pulled out some of those to look back and get some ideas. And I just took a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote and turned it into hand lettered quote. Okay. Then we went to texture. That was here. So I just used, this is the back of like the coffee cup uh, ring holder thing that you put around it. So I have some there for the little bird, the guinea pig, and the turtle's got a little log. A lot of pink there, pretty in pink. And then we had experimental, so did a little origami thing, and that was fun. That makes it bulky though. So just for further information. Then we had day 22 was old and new. Um, yeah, so I just put like, oh, some like vintage ephemera with some new scrapbook paper. And then the quote kind of talked about the past, the future, and the now. Then we had stickers, and on the back of that, I 10 words that describe me is what I journaled. My husband helped me because you don't like talking about yourself so much. You could have made behind there another pocket, but this tag was blank, but it had the blue ribbon on it. That came from the Paper Tabby shop on Etsy. All right, then it was scenery, and I have quite a few pictures I could have just taken out and glued in and collage with, but when I read that, the first thing that popped in my head was to paint something, and I tried to be Bob Ross. Yeah. I'm not even Roberta Ross, so I'm not anywhere near. Anyways, I think my tree turned out okay, but it's one happy tree, but not a bunch of happy trees. All right, then we had one color, and since I was kind of hyped up on pink, guess what we went with? And then, oh, wording. That's the video that y'all don't get to see because forgot to hit record. Y'all, I'm so bad about that. I'm trying to get better. Hang on a second. We have an individual who is riding up and down our neighborhood on a motorbike, and it's terrible sounding. So if it approaches closer again, I'll pause it again. But so I got terrible sometimes at hitting the record button. So anyway, so y'all missed that one. That's short and sweet. Go watch that video. It's less than 2 minutes. But I love that paper, blah blah. That came in an Etsy haul that I got where it was just scrap paper. And then after that, we went to earth tones, which to me are anything greens, browns, blues, flowery colors. So I just decorated a tag here, or is that like a bookmark? Maybe it's considered a bookmark, or is it a long, tall tag? And I had this little brown bag, and I just wrote about hot or iced coffee or tea. I don't like tea at all. I've tried it. I've tried it hot, tried it cold, tried it with sugar, sweet and low, lemon. Um, I don't like it. But I do like, I don't really care for cold coffee either. I like hot coffee. Anyway, so there's that. And then we had antique. So I went back and did this one. All right, so this one I went back and journaled. I wrote on the back of that little tag. I don't get flowers anymore. They give me a headache, but they are so beautiful. The smell just gives me a migraine, unfortunately. That along with colognes and perfumes and anything that has a floral smell to it. I can do things that are food related. Hang on a sec. Okay, so he's gone the other direction. uh, and on the back of this, I just wrote about how I met my husband. Um, it's always a fun story to tell. I met him online, but it really was not called internet yet. It was called telnetting. It's when I was at school here in Texas, and he was in North Carolina. And so that's just always a fun story to tell. On the inside, I journaled on that tag there. Since there was a bike on the front, I wrote about how I remember when my mom was teaching me how to ride my bike, and I thought she was hanging on to the back, and I turned around and she was not. So she had way more confidence in my abilities than I did in my own. This one I just wrote about music again because we had the music page next door here. Um, my dad's side of the family is pretty musical. I've got a cousin who's in a band that's got um, music on the charts, I should say. Okay. But a lot of us were in band or in choir. So um, then it was musical. So all that music stuff that was fun on the different patinas, on the different, aging on the papers, and then unexpected, like all the other pages. These are all these little journaling stickers, and that's a quote from my band director, high school band director, and never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Share the small things. Okay, so I'm sharing some of my stories with you. You need to stay on there. But that's one of those little snack bags if you want to go back and watch that video. All right, and then the last day was close. Oh, I thought, ooh, you closed doors. Um, so I made doors, and I put a little quote there, and it's about trying to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to get out there and create something and enjoy doing it. So that is the end of Junk Journal January 2023. I am going to close it up with some twine. And when I finish this mini journal for color combo, I'll see if it'll fit in there. If not, I'll just not put it in there. Maybe I'll put something else in there. So let's see. Let's just wrap this up. So that's finished. Wow. I'm excited about just having something finished. Oh, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos and hanging out with me and listening to my music. That was one of the things I wrote on my tag. I do enjoy picking out the music for my videos. So I hope you enjoy listening to them. Some of them I try to make it a little more themed to what the prompt was or what I'm creating. So thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me talk because I don't usually do a lot of talking in my videos. And I'll look forward to what we're going to be doing in February. Um, I've got a few things lined up. I did get my hands on some jumbo playing cards, so there's quite a few deck challenges out there. So maybe I'll start one of those. And until I see you in the next video, bye bye.